right, folks, I'm sure you guys were doing your best this morning getting on the roads. It was so soggy, an absolute deluge, especially for folks across the state line into parts of Norfolk and Suffolk counties, Massachusetts. That's where the worst of the rain and flooding was. But even for us back home, it was no joke. You could see in Smithfield, for example, just about 1.5 inches in the last 24 hours, 3/4 of an inch just about in Providence, and just about 1/3 of an inch in New Bedford. The further south you went, the easier the rain was. But thankfully now it's pushed even further south and is easing up on us a bit. Even the south coast, where we had a couple of showers, give or take 2 hours ago, that's easing up as well. Now, the rest of the night looks all right. Let's get you out to the Providence Skycam here, where it's still pretty gray. Don't expect it to be like this morning, I'll say that much, and temperatures will slowly go down. 71 in Providence right now, 69 in Smithfield, 75 for Westerly, 70 in Newport, and 69 as we head to New Bedford. Overnight tonight, again, a stray shower possible, but that's just about it. None of the nonsense we had this morning, and temperatures again in the mid-60s as you wake up tomorrow morning. But what happens next? I know a lot of people very thankful for the rain, especially considering how long our drought lasted. This is Mother Nature's way of making up for it. The atmosphere always wants to be in equilibrium, just like us, right? Just like our bodies, we always want to stay at a constant temperature. And when we get a little too hot or a little too cold, it doesn't feel too good. Well, that's kind of what Mother Nature's doing here, trying to keep us balanced when it comes to our yearly rainfall. Now, as we look into tomorrow, we end up with more in the way of clouds, less in the way of rain. I still can't count out a stray shower as we move through the day, but it's really the cloud cover that I'll see more than anything. Perhaps a late day shower possible, and back to our north and west, a couple of thunderstorms, but I don't expect those to reach us as we head through tomorrow. High temperatures tomorrow in the low 80s as we look across the board, mostly anyway. Lows are upper 70s, I should say, as we get to the coast. 76 for Newport, 78 for North Kingstown, Westerly at 77, and then we get to 81 in Smithfield, 80 in Taunton, and 82 in New Bedford. Not a bad day temperature-wise. We're pretty darn close to average, which we've been kind of all over the map lately, so average sounds pretty good. Now, in terms of rainfall as we move toward the weekend, things are still looking pretty good there. Just like Friday, I think Saturday, a stray shower, but certainly not an all-day soaker, not an all-morning soaker either, like what we had this morning. The next really good chance of rain comes on Monday as our next front moves in, and that's going to drive some showers and thunderstorms. But let's get you through the weekend here, plan out a little bit more of what's happening. Looking at 83s, a pair of them both days, Saturday and Sunday. The coast will be a little bit cooler in the upper 70s, but still pretty comfortable. It'll be a bit muggy, and Saturday, I still think we do have a shower in the mix. Nothing too widespread, but something to watch for. We will have a mix of sun and clouds, although I do think the clouds are going to be a little bit stubborn at times, so we will enjoy some sunshine, but I'd say that's more for Sunday than anything. Saturday, it's kind of that mixed bag there. As we move into Monday, once again, 7-day forecast showing you that we end up in the mid-80s, and we have those showers and thunderstorms largely looking at the afternoon, but maybe 1 or 2 sparking off in the morning. Then we get to Tuesday, it stays pretty unsettled, and it gets awfully warm. Look at the temperatures in the upper 80s as we get through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, all 3 days. The potential of a shower, Wednesday has the lowest chance, and all 3 days clearly far above average. Ryan?